Hi everybody, my name's Lisa. I'm from Manhattan, New York, and today I'm going to prepare a Philadelphia polenta cake with a warm bacon dressing. My ingredients are, of course, Philadelphia cream cheese. Now for those of you who only think of Philadelphia cream cheese when you're having a bagel and a latte, I gotta tell you, it's a new day. You can use it 100 different ways. The rest of the ingredients we're using today are medium ground yellow polenta, fresh corn on the cob, tomato paste, fresh garlic clove, some rosemary, pine nuts, some sea salt, panko breadcrumbs, and bacon. So, let's get started. Camera crew, are you ready? Make me look good, but make the food look better. Okay guys, this is the mothership over here. This is where it all happens. I'm going to tell you what I've got going on here. In this pan, I'm just roasting a fresh corn on the cob. I season it with a little fresh garlic, a little cayenne pepper, you know, for a little zing, a little sea salt there, a little black ground pepper, and you just want to cook that in the pan, you know, till it starts to brown. See how good it looks there with the brown marks on it, okay? I don't know, maybe about 10-15 minutes. If you parboil the corn first, you can cook it a little less, but if you just cook it without parboiling it, a little bit longer. Okay guys, and I used olive oil, just a really nice olive oil, to give it a little flavor, extra flavor. In this pan, I'm starting my warm bacon dressing. I've got some low-fat, really crisp, good bacon in this pan with some tomato paste, mustard, some fresh garlic, and I'm going to throw in, again, a little sea salt, some fresh ground pepper. You don't have to overdo it, it's just for flavor. I'm using a sushi grade vinegar because it's just really, really nice. It doesn't have as much of a bite as a regular. Hear that sizzle? And I'm also using a raw brown sugar. I'm going to put this in and I'm going to mix it. Okay, and the sugar you do, you know, if you like things a little sweet, I'm making it maybe just a little bit sweeter because I want to have different flavors in there. You're going to mix this up. See that nice, pretty color? And that bacon. Okay, and you're just going to mix that up. Keep it on a kind of lowish heat because you don't want all of the sugar and vinegar to cook out. All right, and the last thing I'm going to do over here is the polenta. And the reason I'm saving this for last is because you really kind of have to keep an eye on it. The corn and the bacon dressing can do its thing. You just pour it in to rapidly boiling water. 2 parts water, 1 part polenta should do the trick. And as you cook it, you'll feel it start to thicken, and you really do want to stir it as much as you possibly can because you do not want it to get lumpy. Okay guys, let's put this together. Let me tell you what's going on here. I used some Philadelphia original cream cheese, threw it in the food processor with a little salt, a little pepper, and you know what I did? For good measure, I used some Philadelphia cream cheese with chives. Let's see what we have going on here. That's really good. That's really good. So now we're going to put the cake together. Let's get this baby going. I did forget to mention that when you, after you prepare the polenta, you do need to put it in the refrigerator for about an hour and just let it chill because you need to be able to work with it. Now, you remember that nice corn I was roasting in the pan? I got the nice brown marks on it, and I've got some cayenne pepper in there, and it's really, really a nice flavor. I just want to mix it in the polenta just a bit. It's going to reinforce that corn flavor because, after all, polenta is just ground corn. All right, I'm going to mold the cake now. It's going to be a little messy, but it's still workable. And if you want to, you could put a little olive oil on your hands or something. That might help. But you know what? I love getting my hands messy when it comes to food. So I'm making one side of the cake. I'm going to sit it there. Now I'm going to go to my Philadelphia cream cheese. And you know, I don't need to rinse my hands in between. It's right here. It's all going in the same pot together. It's going to be delicious. I'm just going to make just a little patty, and you can use as much or as little as you want, but if you love Philadelphia cream cheese like I do, you want to use a lot. I'm going to come back, I'm going to pick up another piece of polenta because we want to make a nice, fat, juicy cake. We don't want to chintz on the polenta, do we? We want to make it nice and thick, and after all, it's a side dish. It's not an appetizer, so it should be robust. I'm going to put it together. Okay, and look what we got going there. Oh, isn't that nice? and it feels so good. So I'm just gonna roll that polenta cake in there. Ooh, I'm telling you guys, when you have this, your mouth is gonna be happy, happy, happy. Party time, party time. Okay, now this is the good part. We're gonna start cooking, because after the cooking is the best part, and that's the eating, my favorite part. So I'm just going to put the first one in. Oh, that's nice. And you know, polenta is already cooked. All you're doing is browning it. That's all you're really doing is browning it. And with the panko breadcrumbs, they do brown pretty quickly, so you don't want them to brown too quickly, because you want to give that Philadelphia cream cheese a chance to get really melted and nice in there. All right, guys, these are looking really, really delicioso. And I'm going to take them out of the pan in a second. And just one other thing, this may break up a little bit because that Philadelphia cream cheese is just dying to push through. But you know what? It just makes it that much better. And once you put this bad boy on the plate, it's not going to make a difference. It's going to be delicious. I've got a little rosemary here. I'm just going to throw it in the pan because I'm going to use it as a garnish. And I just want to cook it just a little, just to give it a little crisp. It's a really delicious flavor. You can just leave it on the plate as a garnish. You can take a little bite of it. You can break up the leaves, put it on top, whatever you want to do with it. But I just love rosemary. Remember the bacon, warm bacon dressing I started earlier on the stove? Well, this is it. After I finished, I just put it in the food processor, and I put it all together, and it makes this delicious, delicious bacon dressing. And you know what? It's got little bacon bits in it. So as you use that and you bite into that, oh my goodness, you're gonna love it. I'm going to take this polenta cake, this nice, beautiful polenta cake, and put that on the plate. And remember that rosemary that I just threw in earlier? I'm just gonna take a little bit, some sprigs, put it on there. It's got a little crunch to it, so as you bite it, it's going to be very edible. It's not going to be chewy. And there you go. There is your Philadelphia polenta cake with a warm bacon dressing. Okay, you know what? It's time for the cook to sample the goods. Okay, that is good. There's a party going on right now in my mouth. And you know what? I'm going to see you guys in Savannah.